Fong On means great, calm, grand peace. It's also my grandfather's name. He started the store with partners, and over time it went down to my father. There were too many people in the kitchen, as they would say, too many cooks in the kitchen, because, not only were my brothers involved, my parents are still involved, uncles, so cousins. It was in the 90s, basically, playing in several local bands. Never really went too far. I guess you could call it alternative, punk, rock and roll.
I know he studied architecture. I know, and then he went to Russia to do some photography work, came back with a wife,
Russia, I was there as a professional photographer. Didn't want to do anything with the business until I had a child, and then I thought, right, this is stability, this is something of value, it has a lot to it, more than just the financial part. It has the cultural part, the legacy part, the history part that comes along with it, and the value part that comes along with it.
This is an important part of life, eating in Chinese culture. And I'm glad he carried on the look at him, he's right there like a like a screen here. He's on the show here, right in front of there.
I wanted to resurrect the family business just as legacy, as having it continue. And I realized that I had to do it myself, so I took it on. Soy milk comes in here, pulp goes into there, then the pulp gets mixed up, and then we do a second grind here, pulp comes here, soy milk comes here. You have to chill it before you put it in your refrigerator, otherwise it'll be so hot that it will never get cold enough and it will spoil. To make it into tofu, you have to coagulate it, with a coagulant. Coagulant makes it like a curd, and then you break up the curd, and then you pour it into a form with a cheesecloth, and you press out the water to make tofu blocks. Demographics have changed, but so has the economy, Before, tofu was only purchased in shops like ours, fresh tofu. And then came the packaged tofu, and came the Asian hypermarkets or supermarkets, and people became less and less to buy fresh tofu and would prefer to get a packaged tofu, but there's nothing quite like fresh tofu. There are a lot of people who don't know what to do with tofu. Well, we have ready-to-eat tofu. It's kind of like a tofu gateway, where they can come and eat it as is, fresh. Asians don't eat tofu because it's healthy. They just eat it because it tastes good, So I think they should come and try how to see how delicious it is just as is.